Hello, our internet fans. We're here with another mashup. We call it the Renegade of Rants. I am the stat boy, Mike Caldwell.
And I'm the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams.
And we are here to give our review, thoughts, and results and of a crappy pay-per-view. We're not too happy about it. So let's
Hell in a Cell fucking sucks. Good night. Thank you for watching.
Up, step one. There you go.
Seriously.
Aw, damn.
Quickest show ever.
Yeah, really. I mean,
In all seriousness,
Boo.
Alberto Del Rio versus Randy Orton started off the night.
And I was right on my curtain jerk prediction on that.
It was a good match. I won't take anything away from the match itself. The match was a good match. I thought the finish was some serious bullshit, though.
There was a bit of a botch apparently with I think Randy was on the top.
No, Alberto.
Alberto was on the corner and then he just jumped down. It's like, what? Did you?
He lost his footing is what happened. He jumped. He lost his footing, so he jumped. They both kind of looked at each other like, what the fuck? And then they kept going with the match. Hey, Alberto, are you really Sin Cara?
Oh! Well, he is related to Mil Mascaras, so, you know, maybe... And maybe Mil Mascaras is related to Sin Cara, so then Alberto would
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Hashtag Hell in a Cell sucks.
Wow.
But anyways, the match itself was a good match. The finish was bullshit. Alberto Del Rio should have had that match. I was highly perturbed that Del Rio was forced to job to Randy Orton. Even though I am an Orton fan, Alberto needed the win more.
So we start off the pay-per-view about here.
Yeah.
Because you got the two good people. What happened after that?
After that, we went to the tag team titles. The Rhodes Scholars versus Team Hell No.
You got your usual antics with Kane and Bryan.
I am the tag team champion.
I am the tag team
I am the tag team champion.
Yes! No! No! Yes! What the fuck?
Yes, no, yes?
Yeah, no, yes, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
Yeah. So what happens? Bryan decides that he wants to be in the match with the tag. Kane's got this on lock. Bryan wants to be Mr. Spotlight, Mr. Showboat, Mr. I'm going to save this pay-per-view, when in reality you didn't put it in fifth gear, you put it in reverse.
At least the Rhodes Scholars won. They didn't get the titles. It was a DQ finish, another shitty finish to what was a decent match.
Oh, you mean I actually got it right?
Technically.
I don't count that as a win, but I'll take what I can get.
By the way, Wednesday, Damien Statdow will be hosting Statboy Rants. Let's go ahead and do it there,
Yeah,
since we're
I
talking
will,
about Sandow and Cody.
On my show on Wednesday, I will wear the costume because it's Halloween that you, the fans, voted. Thank you to all the fans that voted on Facebook for which Halloween costume I was going to wear at last Saturday's Battleground show. Thank you all very much. So on Wednesday, I will be in the Damien Statdow gimmick. Thank you all very much. Watch on Wednesday.
From there, we go to Kofi versus Miz.
Another good match on paper.
A good match watching the execution, but I didn't like the outcome.
Last time I checked, though, your knee is not supposed to bend inward.
Yeah, no.
No.
And then, what's the... Miz, what the hell? You're taking off his boots and his knee pads and his shoes and his socks and it's... I understand.
If you attack the leg and you take away Kofi's base, he can't jump around and fly. He can't jump around and fly, he's grounded. It's perfect for Miz to pick.
You gotta take off his shoes to do that?
Hey, brick toes. Come on, you telling me that the old school heels back in the day wouldn't have done that shit?
No, they just would have taken a sledgehammer to it and broken it in 3 places. Whatever.
From there, we go to the match that I'm representing with my shirt. Antonio Cesaro versus Justin Gabriel.
Didn't know about this one.
They threw this one in there at the last minute.
For the title.
Yeah, it was good though.
I was very surprised. The first thing I was like, Justin Gabriel gets a title shot? That was...
Why not?
Well, okay. I mean,
He's good.
The champion has to defend his belt. Apparently, if that rule is still in play. But...
This was just a mediocre match. Both men are... they're better than what they put out there tonight. I think it was just because it was so last minute thrown together. There was no hype, no build, so it was a lackluster
I
match.
probably would have picked Antonio to get that one.
Yeah, I would have too.
Dude,
He's going to retain.
Yeah, Kofi.
Not
ended
without.
Up winning, right?
There would have been some build if they were going to give it to Justin.
Yeah. Did Kofi ended up
Kofi
retaining?
retained with the Trouble in
Okay,
Paradise.
so like, I got 3 right so far.
Then we went to another thrown together match: Mysterio and Sin Cara versus the Primetime Players.
What is this?
Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
What is this? A rematch of the tag team tournament? I mean,
Pretty much.
Does this prove who gets 3rd place?
No.
I have said in the past that I do like Titus O'Neil more than Darren Young. I would like to see Titus O'Neil break off from the Primetime Players.
And I prefer Darren Young.
Okay. And maybe give him a single. Maybe try and give them both a singles run.
No. That's where they made the mistake with Crime Time. So they split them up, had them feud with each other. Shad got released shortly after. JTG's been stuck in lower mid-card hell ever since. To the point where every time he's on TV, everyone's like, damn, he still has a job?
That he does. So, did anything exciting happen in the tag team match?
There was a tag team match?
Was that what that was? Who won? Do we even know who won?
Yes, Mysterio and Sin Cara.
I would have picked the Primetime Players, honestly.
So would I. I'm not going to lie, so I would have got that wrong too.
I would prefer the Primetime Players.
Then we went to Sheamus versus Big Show. Not inside the Hell in a Cell. A lot of people were bitching about this, is that why wasn't Sheamus and Show inside the cell? And if you're going to do a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, why not have every match inside the cell?
Exactly.
That's because that pay-per-view already exists over on TNA. It's called Lockdown.
That's right.
Every match inside the cage.
That's right.
WWE doesn't want to copy them, because TNA copies everything from WWE as it is. Heaven forbid WWE admit that TNA had an original concept that they had to jack.
Well said. During the finish of the
Braden
match...
Walker.
Yeah, really.
Frankie Kazarian.
Sheamus goes for the Bro Kick, doesn't get it, gets hit with a weapon of mass destruction, goes for the pin, kicks out. Just like I said it would.
Only 2.
Only got 2. Only two. Tries to go again. This time the Bro Kick gets hit. Sheamus goes for the lazy cover. You don't go for a lazy cover in a title match. You never do that. It doesn't work. Of course Show is going to kick out. Sheamus tries. Sheamus actually hit White Noise, which no matter how many times you see it, whenever Big Show gets lifted off the ground, it's still a bit of a surprise. It's like, my God, the man is so big. It still amazes me.
I don't know how it amazes you. You've been a fan since 1990. This isn't the first big man to get picked up by a smaller guy in the time that you've watched. Hogan has slammed Andre. He's slammed Yoko. You know, he's freaking slammed Giant. You know, Cena has attitude adjustmented Big Show. He's had Big Show and Edge on his shoulders at the same time.
It's just
you
a
know,
little bit of fun.
It's not freaking new.
I get that.
It shouldn't surprise you.
It doesn't.
You know, if Funaki did it, yeah, maybe that would be surprising. You know, if Little Spike Dudley was able to do it to Big Show, okay, maybe that would be a little bit shocking. But for someone who's as jacked and ripped as Sheamus, Cena, Hogan, insert name here, that's always in the gym, it's not surprising. They've got insane upper body strength. They have to, for the wear and tear that the ring takes on their backs. It shouldn't surprise you.
Sheamus goes for a second Bro Kick, misses, weapon of mass destruction. Sheamus is out. We have a new heavyweight champion, and no cash in. Dolph did not come out. Really, did you really think he would? Heel versus heel? I don't think so. Show's probably going to hold on to the belt, maybe to the December pay-per-view. Whatever face comes out, then Dolph to cash in and finish out 2012. Next.
Eve retained the Divas title. That brings us on to the main event. Punk and Ryback, Hell in a Cell. This match went, what, like 10 minutes, if that?
I think so. I think the match started like 7:40ish. It's like you're only gonna give them like 15 minutes to finish the show.
Well, dude, we're talking about Ryback. he's not going to have a 60-minute time limit draw Matt Classic. We're
Punk-
lucky we got 10 out of him.
Yeah, really. Punk basically did the he who runs and he who lives to fight
Right-
another day and all
Right
that
now
crap.
he's at Hometown Buffet feeding himself more.
Wow. And I like Hometown Buffet too.
Punk beat Ryback thanks to interference by the referee,
By
Brad
the
Maddox.
referee!
Now, the referee, as it turns out, is not any ordinary referee.
He's not. Who is he?
He is Brad Maddox from Florida Championship Wrestling.
Ah.
He is a two-time FCW Tag Team Champion.
Okay.
Once with Rick Victor, who was trained in the Hart Dungeon by Bruce and Ross Hart. Once with Briley Pierce, real name Ryan Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler's brother.
Oh.
He's also the last FCW 15 champion before FCW became NXT, having defeated Richie Steamboat, son of the legendary Dragon, for that
Very
championship.
good. These are very good stats. I am very impressed.
You were so pissed off at the pay-per-view and wanting to get out of there
Yeah.
that I just let you, and I did the stat boy research on this one. I had remembered hearing the name when he didn't notice the foot on the rope
Mhm.
because of my WWE Champions group. And I think I have a picture of him and Bradley as the tag champions in there.
Right.
So I remembered hearing Brad Maddox. Why does that name sound familiar? And I looked it up and I saw his Florida Championship Wrestling accolades and was like, ha-ha.
Very good.
This is
See?
why I know the name. It kind of reminds me of when they had Sylvain Grenier referee Rock Hogan 2 in Canada,
Ah.
and Sylvain Grenier screwed Hogan.
That he did. That's all coming
And then
back.
a few months later, he was part of La Resistance.
Very good.
I think this is going to be a new member of the Heyman Army.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very much like the NWO had Nick Patrick.
Ah, Pick Natrick.
Mark my words. Do your research on Brad Maddox. He's no joke.
So, what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw? Well,
I'm going to check in to get glue and get stickers.
there you go. That's a good idea.
That's what's going to happen.
Don't be surprised if Ryback gets one more match,
One more match.
but he's still not going to get the belt, and that's going to be the end of it. Cena's going to come back for Survivor Series.
I see a tag title rematch tomorrow with the titles possibly changing hands on Raw.
Road Scholars again?
Yeah. That would be a rematch. It would be the two teams that competed at the pay-per-view
But nothing
competing
different.
again.
But nothing dirty happened. No.
It was a disqualification. They had to throw the match out because Kane went fucking nuts attacking the guys in the corner.
Look for everything that happened tonight to happen tomorrow, because we deserve it. Because everybody who actually paid $44.95 for this god awful pay-per-view.
Some people paid $60 to get it in HD.
Okay, if you paid $60 for this, then you guys were no wonder we're in a bad economy.
They wanted to see Layla's pink and like neon. They wanted to see if Layla was in the pink.
Wow, I like what you did there on that.
You like that?
was very good. That was very good.
So, for this episode of Renegade of Rants, I am the Renegade of Wrestling J.J. Williams.
I'm the Stat Boy Mike Caldwell.
We will see you next time right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel.
Stat Boy out.